Welcome in, everybody, to another amazing episode of the Allan Show. And today we have a very special guest. I'm excited about this. We are chatting Tyler Perry's A Madea Homecoming, starring the amazingly talented Brandon Black. Brandon, welcome in. It's great to have you today.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor to be here. It's a little hot out here in LA, so please excuse the lack of dress.
I hear you guys are almost like in the mid 90s this week. Like it's super hot for you.
I snowboarded a couple of days ago in Big Bear, and today I'm sweating more than I've sweat in a few months. So it's weird, but that's what we like about California is you get a little of everything, I guess. Where are you, by the
Yeah,
way?
no, I'm in the Bay Area, so Northern
Ah,
California is where we're located. Yeah. So this is super
gotcha.
exciting, and I think people are really looking forward to this film, because I know there for a while we were under the impression that the Madea films were done. There wasn't going to be any
Right.
more, and then all of a sudden we find out that we get another. And these are great films. They're family friendly. They're very exciting. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your involvement in this and your character, Brandon, and how this whole thing sort of came about for you.
Yes. So this was a surprise. I auditioned for this via self tape because everything's kind of doing everything at home right now because of COVID, and I didn't hear anything back. Happens a lot as an actor. You send off a tape and you send off your hopes and dreams, and you just watch them just go like that, and you just say, okay, hey, and you just move on. So I, tried to put it out of my head, and I kept moving, and then a month later on a Saturday, I got a call from my agent who's like, "Hey, you booked like a lead role in a Madea movie," and I'm like, "What?" Because obviously, I'm
You're
assuming
like, what?
yeah, I'm like, obviously they picked somebody else, and that's hey, okay, it happens. I moved on, and I mean, like days later, I'm on a plane to Atlanta, which was my first time in Atlanta, and it was pretty cool to be kind of like swept away by Tyler Perry. Um, my character is Tim, and Tim's got a lot going on. Tim is graduating valedictorian, which in itself is a big thing. You're going to be in front of all your peers, and he's got this big speech to prepare, but he's also got a very Southern, very Black family, which means that the gatherings is gonna be some drama. That's just what
Yes.
that's part. It's mac and cheese, ham, drama. That's what we do at the gatherings. So, so knowing that, it's like lots of nervous energy with Tim already, and then he's got this secret that he's going to reveal to his family because it's time to graduate out of being in the closet as well. He's coming out as gay, and it's cool because I think people are gonna enjoy that moment of trying to reveal this to Tim's family.
Yeah, I mean, I had an opportunity to watch this. I got a screener through Netflix. So this is just a lot of fun. And I tell
Yeah,
you, these movies are just always so good. I mean, really, I think that's what it comes down to. And the fact that Tyler Perry, Mr. Perry, uses a lot of amazing people in his films and
yeah,
really, I mean, runs everything from tip to tail. I'm assuming you filmed this at the studios. I mean, he's a lot of
tip
people
to
when they're
tail.
tip to tail. Like there's a lot of involvement, for people sometimes, but to have somebody like involved in the entire process, from writing, directing, producing, starring, I mean, just all
Starring
of
in
it.
two roles. The
Yeah,
man's
I mean,
wild.
that's a huge deal. So I
Yeah,
think this film has a lot for everybody, Brandon, because there's a lot of
I
things
agree.
happening here. As a storyteller, you get the opportunity to just be a part of so many great things and so many fantastic projects. Is there a hope or a desire that you have for this particular film that you would like people to take away from when they get the opportunity to watch this here in about a month or so?
Yes. Yeah, I want people to see that even with a variety of perspectives, we're all love is the main thing. Family is the main thing. And even though you might have a crazy family, you may have, drama that comes up, the whole thing is you're there with your family, you show up, and
Yeah.
I think that's really cool to see in the movie because as you've seen and people will see, Uncle Joe's a lot to deal with. Uncle Joe's quite a bit to deal with, but that's your family. And I think for someone coming from a perspective like Tim's, being the gay one in the family or being somebody different in the family, I think it's going to be cool to see that you can laugh about stuff and you can be yourself, and you got to be yourself first, and you got to own it because you never know what the response is going to be. You might be
Yeah.
surprised. You cook up a scary scenario and it might not be that. You got to be present.
Yeah, that's a really great message. And of course, Tyler Perry, I mean, all his projects really that he is in charge of. I mean, there's other mainline films that he's done, but really, the Madea films and all the shows that he has on his network and things are always thought forward thinking, I think, and
Yeah.
dealing with
Yeah.
topics. But yes, the fact that your character is coming out and just all kinds of other things happening, and what's portrayed as, I would even say non-traditional black family. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things happening, and
Yeah.
lots of heartfelt messages. And of course, this is a great movie to watch with the family. I mean, they're all really good.
Yes.
Of course, there's some obviously adult humor, but really, I mean, it's all sort of mashed in together, and it's just a lot of fun. You did a great job in it.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
excited for
you.
people to watch this. 100%, my friend. One last question or so here as we
Sure.
kind of wrap up our chat. Again, you are a storyteller. You're a part of a world, I think, that is very different from what most people are familiar with. And especially those civilians who work like 8 to 5s and things like that. What was
Right.
it that interested you in becoming a storyteller, Brandon? What made you go, this is something that I want to participate in and really do, for the rest of my life?
Yeah. Thank you for asking. So that the answer to that question evolves all the time. I
Sure.
think maybe in the beginning there were some superficial reasons. In hindsight, I can say that I started young, but I think young Brandon had some superficial reasons, some revenge. I want to show this person that I can, whatever. But for you to survive in this very tough, very competitive, very uh, challenging, we'll say for lack of a better word, environment, you're
Yeah.
gonna lose all of the vanity reasons, and it comes down to what else is there, and that's what weeds people out. I've always been a long-winded storyteller because
Likewise.
I just yeah, man, like I love the details. So if I'm gonna talk to you, it's like, Brett, I gotta give you need to see from me. So I need you to have every bit of the details so you can know exactly what I was feeling when this happened. That's what acting is it's the details. So sometimes it's not what's written, it's what's not written, or sometimes it's what happened before that scene started that launches you in. All these little details are just what are so fun to me to get into because even if you as the viewer don't quite get every minute detail, you are, even if you don't catch that, you believe what's happening, and that's because there's so many details. In fact, I'd
Yeah.
love for you to not really catch everything because then you're seeing acting, and I want you to just be watching what's happening and feeling like you're in that driver's seat.
Oh yeah, I think that's always a good litmus test for any project that's good, is the
Yeah.
fact that when you go, this person's acting, obviously I know that, but like you don't consciously go, oh, that person's acting. Do you know what I mean? Like if you
Yes.
watch something, it could be anything, and you go, oh, that's, they're acting, you know what I'm saying? But
Yes. They
when you're
always
that
say don't
believable,
show your homework. Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, it's
But
totally
that's the
fine.
rule,
It's true. Yeah, don't let people show don't show your homework.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody, including yourself, again, I just can't say enough. Does such a fantastic job in this. This will be out on Netflix, I think, in March. People will have the opportunity.
Feb 25th.
February
Gonna
25th. So
sneak
just a
in
weekend.
right still Black History Month.
Yes, fantastic. Great job.
Yeah.
And everybody, please be sure to check this out. Thank you for watching the video portion of this, the YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe so we can continue to do this as we're building our
Yes.
video presence. And then the audio as well on our station, the Brett Allan Show, available everywhere. Brandon Black, thank you for your time. It's been an honor chatting with you, and shout out to your team, who's always a pleasure to work with, for making this happen.
Of course. Thank you for having me. And for your listeners, if you guys want to follow along, you could follow me at @bblack on socials. And let's watch this come together for the world to see on the 25th.